If you are measuring for sole home curtains, we recommend to install tracks or rods above the frame 100 to 200 millimeters and measure for the curtains to the floor. This will give a generous, luxurious look. All measurements must be in millimeters. To start, you will need a metal metric tape measure, pen and paper, and a ladder. If you have an existing rod or track, you can measure the length of these to get the width of your curtains. If measuring a rod, measure inside the finial ends, as the curtain does not cover these. If you have an existing rod, measure from the underside of the rod down to the floor. This is because the curtain is installed to hang under the rod to show the rod when the curtains are pulled closed. If you have an existing track, measure from the top of the track down to the floor. This is because the curtain is installed to cover the track when the curtain is pulled closed. If you need a new rod or track, measure across 200 to 300 millimeters past the inside of the window frame, each side of the window, to allow the curtains to stack off to the side of the glass. Larger windows will need more room to stack the curtains to the side. For example, a 4000 millimeter track could have a 400 to 500 millimeter stack off if enough room allows on each side of the window. To measure for the height of your curtains with a new rod or track, stand on your ladder and measure from the floor up to the top of the frame. Then add 100 to 200 millimeters above the frame depending on the look. Also check there is enough room above your window to allow for this. This will be the measurement of the actual curtain, so if installing a rod, please note that the rod will go above this height, whereas if installing a track, the top of the track will be the same height as the curtain. If measuring a whole house or multiple windows, we recommend to work from your entrance door and measure clockwise, room to room, from left to right, numbering all your windows. This will make it easier to identify which curtain goes onto which window when installing. Write all your measurements in millimeters and double check them because all the curtains are custom made and the sizes are the responsibility of the purchaser. Also note if you would like a pair of curtains on each window or one curtain that stacks to the left or the right. Measure every window even if they look the same, as they can sometimes vary slightly.